Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, and Max Brown. Nice to start the season, touching pay dirt a couple of times. How'd you feel out there in your first game back?
It felt good. I mean, everybody's kind of back in there rocking and stuff. Felt like we're back at home, back ready to roll, with the team and everything like that. Finally getting out there to, really get a good first game in with the guys. I mean, it felt great.
Austin, you get 2 touchdowns on Saturday, and you're kind of getting you kind of have an MO now, man. It seems like when you get down to the end zone and give a ball to Austin Jones, you're going to get in. What is there a knack? Do you have a knack for getting in the end zone? Is there something different about running back to that special thing that can get him in the end zone and cross that pay dirt?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to smell blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get down close, you have to score. Like, when we get to the point.
Does anything change in, your technique or anything? Or you're running hard, obviously, every play, but
yeah.
Is anything I'm going to get in the end zone?
No, I mean, it's a slightly different mentality, especially when you're right there. Especially, we're down there probably around, the 3 and the 5. Like, that's a totally different game than it is around, the 10, the 15.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, you know what I'm saying, you just see a crease and you just hit it. It's going to hit a lot quicker and a lot tighter. So, at that point, you just see the hole, go get it, and, smell blood in the water for sure.
Last year was a duo between you and Travis Dye. This year it seems like it's you and Marshawn Lloyd. How is that dynamic different, and how have you had to approach maybe the running back room as a leader differently this year than last year?
I'd say it's kind of switched roles. Travis obviously was older, so it's he was the old head in the group, and then now it's now I'm the older head in the group. So the dynamic is still cool, though. Now kind of being older, because last year we didn't really have any freshmen like that, so it's we have our league, but that was really it. But now it's we have 2 freshmen and everything, so now I'm actually really old, what I'm saying? I see them in different light and stuff. So just being a leader and teaching those guys every single day, and then being around Marshawn, he's also a great person to be around. Barlow, that's my guy. So each day, what I'm saying, learning from each other, just kind of figuring stuff out.
College is crazy now. How many years older are you than the freshmen?
They're 18, I'm 22, so 4 years old.
Oh, you're only 22, so you're still young. Because some of this stuff is crazy. I saw the Notre Dame quarterback is 3 years older than the Colts quarterback.
Gosh.
No, that's unreal.
That's true.
So, that with all the COVID years and the transferring and injuries, all that stuff, it's crazy how that can happen now. Well, what's your relationship like with those guys? How do you relate? We saw, maybe a little bit more than we thought we were going to see with Quentin Joyner getting out there. What's your relationship with the freshmen? What's the scouting report on those guys?
Every single guy, they have their own kind of, different type of thing. Quentin, he doesn't really talk that much. He's real low-key and stuff, so you gotta have to pry stuff out of him. But he kind of came out of his shell. Amarion, super fun, goofy. Barlow, that's my dude since I've been here. So, and then Marshawn, he was quiet at first, and then now he came out of his shell too. So it's each day you're just learning different stuff and new things about each other. So it's definitely a different dynamic for sure.
What has the offensive line shuffle been like for the running back situation? Obviously, you get in there every huddle, and it looked like maybe on Saturday there's a new group of guys in there. Is it hard getting the chemistry with everybody, or is it you're just toting the rock anyways?
Yeah, it doesn't really change much for us. You know what I'm saying? Our reads are our reads, and whoever's in, we expect them to do just as good as a job as whoever stepped up. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really change much for us. We continue just to push forward.
So much has been made about how deeper this team is, especially at least from our seat, maybe the front 7 defensively. Do you feel that in practice? Did you feel that throughout the offseason of, hey, maybe even if I am running with the 2s, that this 2s unit is at a different level than where it was at a year ago?
Absolutely. I think as a whole, we honestly, obviously, like I said, we had dudes from last year obviously come back, and then adding on the talent that we did, it just felt it's a different feel for sure. There's a lot of competition at each position every single time. So it's every day you got to show up and come with your A game every single day, because you're getting the best of the best each day.
Yep.
You're listening to Austin Jones on Trojans Live, and let's dig into that word, competition. How do you approach it? Because, these are your friends, your teammates in that room, but at the end of the day, there's only one ball to go around, and, they bring in Marshawn Lloyd, clearly, to compete with you for that top spot. These kids didn't come here to sit and watch you guys run. There's just so much competition in these rooms. How do you approach it?
I guess for myself, I look at it in a different light. Football is something that we do, but it's not who we are. At the end of the day, those are still my friends and people that I enjoy to be around and hang around. So at the end of the day, we get on the field. We're just, out there having fun and just playing. We don't necessarily look at it as oh, I'm trying to beat this guy out. It's kind of just you go take it each day, and then whatever kind of shows up, it shows up. But each day is just another grind, another competition day, really.
You guys are able to put a bunch of points up on Saturday. Although you talked to coach, and the coaches always have, they got to clean everything up. It's got to be it's never a perfect game for them. So what do you guys learn? What was the message going into week 2 for Nevada next week?
We just got to just play a cleaner game. I felt like offensively we kind of had a little small lulls here and there. I mean, we played well. We put up a lot of points, but I mean, obviously, when you go back and watch the film, we could have done a lot better and put up a lot more points, and definitely could have had a smoother game, for sure.
Well, great start to the season. Austin Jones was in the end zone twice. USC's offense hung 56, and they're back out there on Saturday against Nevada.